This is the takedown you've been waiting for. Picture this: Piers Morgan, the self-proclaimed king of tough debates, getting absolutely shredded on live TV. Not just poked or prodded, but dismantled, exposed, and left scrambling like a boxer who's lost his gloves. And who delivers the knockout? British firebrand Owen Jones, armed with facts, logic, and zero tolerance for hypocrisy. We're talking about the Gaza crisis, where truth clashes with spin, and Morgan's carefully built empire of establishment defense crumbles in real time. If you've ever wondered what happens when media giants face real pushback, buckle up. This isn't just a debate, it's a masterclass in calling out bias. Comment your location below, smash that like button, and subscribe now. You won't want to miss the next bombshell. Let's dive right in and break it all down. It all kicks off with Morgan trying to pin the blame squarely on Hamas. He claims Israel's military blitz was a straight-up reaction to Hamas's spokesman boasting on camera about plotting more October 7-style horrors. Fair point? Maybe, but Owen isn't buying it. He flips the script. Did you think the same about Rwanda? Morgan dodges, accusing Owen of whataboutism. But Owen fires back. It's not whataboutism, it's about consistency. What's the difference? Morgan presses, I'm not debating every global conflict. You asked about Israel's first-month bombardment of Gaza. Owen doesn't flinch. They killed thousands of innocent civilians. Morgan counters, it's not murder if it's a proportionate response to terrorism. Owen shoots down, it wasn't proportionate. You kept dodging what proportionate even means. Now, months later, you've admitted it's gone way too far. Here's where it heats up. Morgan demands, you don't blame Hamas for Israel's actions? Owen clarifies, I blame Hamas for their war crimes, but every war crime Israel commits is on them. Morgan pushes, Hamas built this massive tunnel network, launched the worst Jewish attack since the Holocaust, and hid while civilians suffered. That's not on Hamas? Owen dismantles it. Legally, you can't claim they made me commit war crimes. Israel owns their actions. Morgan doubles down, I don't think Israel's early response was a war crime, it was defense. Owen calls bluff, you wouldn't say that about the 240 Palestinians killed by Israel before October 7th. Morgan deflects, Israelis have died too in this 75-year mess. Owen agrees but adds, Hamas's October 7th was horrific, on a new scale. But Israel's response? Infinitely worse. Morgan probes, you accept Hamas protected themselves at civilians' expense with those tunnels? Owen redirects, irrelevant. Israel knew what was coming. Netanyahu even propped up Hamas. He drops a bombshell. In the first week, Netanyahu rejected 100 targets, demanding 400, saying destroy their homes. This came out in an Israeli paper. Blaming tunnels for slaughtering civilians? That's a straight-up lie, Piers, and you know it. Morgan shifts, my question is, didn't Hamas plan this, build tunnels for 20 years, then sacrifice their people? Owen accuses, you're deflecting from Israel's responsibility. We all know Hamas committed war crimes except when it comes to Israel, suddenly it's excused. The core hypocrisy explodes here. Morgan asks, so, your stance is any military response to a terror attack like October 7th is a war crime? Owen corrects, no, if you kill civilians disproportionately or intentionally, that's a war crime. Israel made it clear from day one, they called Gazans human animals. Morgan interrupts, I understand international law, a war crime isn't breaking norms just because you're attacked. You must abide by them. Defending against terrorism isn't a war crime. Owen retorts, Israel committed war crimes from the start. They circle back to history. Owen demands, do you think Israel committed war crimes from day one? Morgan hedges, I don't know, they blocked journalists. Owen explodes, they did it on camera. Any response isn't a crime, but this was. Morgan pivots, this all stems from generations of Israeli war crimes? Like the Nakba with 15,000 Palestinians killed? Owen nods, but Morgan claims, every one of the 5 wars in 75 years was started by Arabs. Owen counters, that's not true, not in 67. And we're talking Palestinians, not lumping them with all Arabs. Morgan asks, did Palestinians start any wars? Owen, no, but Israel has waged war on Palestinians' right to exist. Morgan, is Israel ever allowed to defend itself? Owen's solution. Israel needs to be a single state from river to sea, with equal rights for Jews and Palestinians. Morgan agrees on two states but adds, all deserve human rights. Owen presses, you keep erasing war crimes. They did them on camera. Morgan, I want evidence, due process. Owen, they declared war on human animals, cut off water and fuel, a siege on civilians. Is that a war crime? Morgan concedes, probably. It shows the occupation's bigger issue. Boom, admission. Owen, so you accept war crimes from day one? This didn't start October 7th. Morgan, of course not. Watch my show, you'd know I say that. Owen quips, life's too short. Morgan, you'd be better informed. The genocide question seals it. Owen, you don't think Israel's committing genocide? Morgan, when the ICC says so, I will. Owen, but for Hamas? Morgan, they broadcast their crimes on GoPros. Owen, Israel's are on camera too, thousands of them. Morgan cuts, we're out of time.